This is a warning. The Grim Reaper of radio, Bob Romanik, with his off-the-record show is about to air. He's probably the nastiest and craziest son of a bitch that you've ever had the misfortune to encounter. The Grim Reaper show will be very controversial and probably quite tasteless. If you are even slightly offended by controversial matter concerning religion, racial matters, politics, or life's problems, you are hereby warned to turn this program off immediately. The Grim Reaper show will be, like his face, very scary and very ugly. At this time, not proudly, but shamefully presents to you Bob Romanik, the craziest son of a bitch on the radio today.
This is Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM, America's bi-state voice of freedom, Radical Radio. And we are, as always, proud, very, very proud to be the Patriot. Good Friday morning, once again. And I know you get tired of me saying it, but hey, I'm around to say it. I saw a funeral procession, and whoever it was, I give my deepest condolences because it's a loss of a loved one. I sincerely do. But I hope when I die, and it may be sooner than later at the route I'm going, but that's okay. But I hope when I die, somebody will see my procession and then call me a no-good son of a bitch. They say he was a rotten bastard. And you know what he was? He was a felon. He was a felon, like a lot of us. Not a rapist, not a killer, not a dope pusher, but he was a felon. But I just hope they say, but that no-good, rotten son of a bitch made a difference. That's all I hope. I was going to have on my tombstone that I was a great father, and I was. That I loved animals, and I do. And I died a man. But now I think I'm going to have, and also I made a difference. And people don't like me. I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make a difference. People will like you if you stand up for what you believe in. Don't be like these no good son of a bitches. And let me tell you, I'm going to segue right into this. And everybody knows that I'm running for office. I'm running on the Republican ticket. But let me give you a little secret. I'm not a true Republican. I was one time a Democrat. I was never a true Democrat. I'm a true American. I'm a true American. I'm going to read you something later that the party politics are going by the wayside. 47 or 48% of the people in this country now identify themselves as independents. So they're twice as big as either the Democrat or the Republican group. And why we have to signify, and you've heard me, in a county election, in a city election, Democrat, Republican, it's not going to make any difference if there's a D behind my name or an R behind my name. If I'm the sheriff, if I'm the coroner, I'm the auditor, whoever's just going to do their job. At the federal level, there's a little bit of on the fiscal end, on the fiscal differences, on the foreign policy differences. So maybe at the federal level, but definitely not at the county level, at the city, the local levels. And I don't even know about the state levels. But anyway, I see this funeral procession, and there's tears in those people's eyes. But I just hope that whoever died made a difference. And I'm sure they did. They made a difference taking care of their family, doing what they thought was right. But people, we can all make a difference. Because, you know, they say you live in eternity when you die. That's a long time. 60, 70, 80, 90 years. That's a drop in the bucket. And I'm not a religious guy. Everybody knows that. I'm a spiritual kind of guy. 70, 80, 90 years. That's a drop in the bucket. What, are you going to sit on your ass and do nothing? Sit on your ass and wait to die? At one time, I thought about that. But I said, I'll be damned. I may die tomorrow, but I'm going to do something positive today. And again, they call me a no-good, rotten bastard, a felon, a piece of crap, an idiot. And I'll answer to most of those, if not all. But I know who I am. And I know that I've made a difference in people's lives throughout my life and my career. And I'm going to continue. Now, you're not going to make everybody happy. That's why in this great country, majority rules. All you got to do is make 51% of the people happy. And then you're happy. Not like a happy ending where everybody's happy. Maybe I shouldn't have went that route, but you guys know what I'm talking about. But again, I don't want to make a friend. I want to make a difference. What I like most when people stop me on the street, when I take time out for everybody, you know why? Because they take time out to listen to me. They've taken an hour out a day to listen to me. I can't take 10, 15 minutes when I meet them at the bakery, meet them at the restaurants, meet them out on the street. Hell, I'll take whatever time it takes because I'm their fans. I'm your fans because you're sitting there taking the time to listen to me. But we can all make a difference, people. So let's think about that. And again, when you see a funeral procession, that's negative. Nobody's happy about a funeral. But let's take something positive. When our brave military heroes died in all these wars, that's negative. But something positive came about, didn't it? Something positive came about. Our freedom. So do something to make a difference. And I'm segueing off of that. Last night, I guess it was last night, I'm so pissed off at politics. Democrats, Republicans, I'm pissed off. So, if you guys are true Democrats and true Republicans, I probably lost your support. But I'd rather keep my integrity, my manhood, than get your support. So, I got to tell you, these presidential debates, it's like a bunch of kids on the grade school playground. Oh, Trump said this. I said this. Trump says, hey, this guy's an idiot and he's low energy. And these are the people who are going to run our country. Are you nuts? I'm a better president. I'd make a better president than these idiots because I'm not quite as big as an idiot, but I'm smart enough to know that I'm too big an idiot to be president. These ignorant son of a bitches are unbelievable. There's Rubio. I said this. No, you said that. Oh, no, you're wrong. I'm right. I think to myself, gee whiz, we ought to make that a reality show. It'd be like, what's her name? That goofy, I can't say that. That goofy lady and her goofy daughter, Boo Boo Lou or whatever. I don't even know what the name. You know what the name is? It's on TV. It's a little gal, little country gal, and her dad, mama. Boo Boo goes to Hawaii. I don't know what it is, but it's like a reality show. These guys sit up there. I hope they critique each of their debates. Because if I acted like them and I critiqued one of my debates, I'd be ashamed to come out in public. And I'm being serious. And you people know what I'm talking about. What happened to the stately people? And I mean that. I wasn't the best fan of JFK. And I honestly, to be honest, and I'm probably brutally honest on the air, and it may hurt me, but that's okay. I don't mind at all. JFK, if he hadn't got assassinated, I don't think he'd have been such a heroic figure. But what I liked about JFK was that he was a stately man. When he got up there and talked, whether it was a debate or whether it was a speech, the State of the Union speech, he did it with some dignity. And that's what this country should be about, some dignity. Oh, no, your mama's this. That's going to be the next debate. They're going to be talking about each other's mama. They're going to have one of them rap sessions where you rap about somebody and then they rap back. Think about it, people. Our politics, our Democrat and Republican Party politics has been put in the gutter. And I don't like that. Because I live one step below the gutter. They're about on my property now. Why can't they? Why can't they be just a little more stately? Why can't they act like men? They're one of those guys are going to represent this great United States of America. Our women, somebody's going to. There's Hillary. I didn't do nothing. My husband did. I like to put my foot up her ass just because I'd like to put my foot up her ass. And Bernie Sanders, I like him. You know why everybody likes Bernie Sanders? Reminds you of your grandpa. Reminds you of your grandpa. But then when the ignorant son of a bitch says, and I want to tax everybody 90%, then I'm thinking, hey, my grandpa was Hitler. Oh, what the hell is this crap? And then you got Trump, and then you got the rest of the Republicans. And to me, honestly, they're all a bunch of idiots. And then one stately man up there, you know who I really like, and I don't like his policies, but I like him because he talks a little bit like Michael Jackson. Carson. I mean, you can't get mad at that guy. Can you get mad at that guy? I got Roger Cook across from me. He smiled. Roger, you can't get mad at a guy like Carson, can you? You can't get mad at a guy like Carson, can you? Be honest.
Let me just tell you my favorite quote from John F. Kennedy. Ask not what your country can do for you. That's what you can do for your country, and that's what we stand up for. And I wish people would pay attention to that quote, because we have to get involved and have to get out there and make a difference.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. I'm giving crap and Roger gets on stately. Maybe he shouldn't have been listening to me. But yeah, you're right. They're doing something for our country. They're pulling it down. But all I'm saying for everybody, we got to take this crap serious. Give a damn about no Democrat. Don't give a damn about no Republican. You know about the Freedom Coalition, the St. Clair County Freedom Coalition. We give a damn about voting the person in. And we're going to talk about party politics momentarily. Let's get our housekeeping done. I've got Mr. Roger Cook sitting in with me. He's the co-chairman of the St. Clair County Freedom Coalition. And he's also a candidate that's fighting. He's like the general fighting against the culture of corruption in St. Clair County. But we gotta take a quick pause, not a pause, but we're going to go in a different direction because we've got our good buddy on the air. Go ahead, Smash. How the hell you doing, buddy?
Well, I'm listening to you out here. I'm in Troy, Missouri, and salute on the strengthening of the signal, because in the early days, you couldn't even get it out here. So I'm listening. I'm driving along. I'm thinking Bob is thinking of Mama June and Honey Boo Boo.
There you go. Mama June and Honey Boo 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 Boo. Hey, Smash, let me ask you something, buddy. You're a very intelligent man. Everybody in St. Louis loves you. You're a great radio personality. You're a great musician. You're a great everything. But I lost all respect for you when you come up that quick with it. You don't watch that show, do you?
No, I get that off of Entertainment Tonight.
There you go. Yeah, something. Hey, Smash, you're alive and well. It's great. People always ask, hey, what's Smash been up to, buddy? So what have you been up to?
Well, I'm kind of like semi-retired, living in Phoenix, doing some work in my studio over there. But me and Mama Smash, just nice and easy going in Phoenix. I'm back in town. I fly back and forth at various occasions to come do gigs with the Smash Band. We're doing a big gig at the Ameristar for the Responder Rescue Organization that helps firefighters and policemen, paramedics, and EMS folk when they go down or get hurt in the line of duty, and somebody needs to come in and make that car payment for them, make that mortgage payment, so nothing gets lost as far as the level of life is concerned. And that's what Responder Rescue does. And I've been with them for 6 years now. This is our 6th year for what's called the King's Ball. If you go to smashband.com, you get all that information. And I'm just driving along here, and I'm saying he's thinking of Honey Boo Boo.
Honey Boo Boo. You know what? I should have remembered that, because most of the girls I dated look like Honey Boo Boo, because that's all I could get back in the day, Smash. Hey, and don't give me no crap. You ain't as good looking as I am, so I'm sure you didn't have a good caliber of females. Come on.
Well, they used to call me Boo Boo.
Yeah. Hey, they used to call me after I left the boudoir. They used to call me. He boo booed. Yeah, I understand. Hey, Smash. I know you can't talk about it, and I've heard, and I don't want to. You don't have to comment, but I've heard you're working on some very, very important radio projects, and I know you can't talk about them now, but we wish you the best in those endeavors. We'd like to hear more of you, though, buddy.
Well, the time should come. I'm on the verge of getting back on radio in Washington, D.C., believe it or not. That's where I came from before I came to St. Louis.
You're going to do, well, see, I know you can't say a lot, but is it going to be something like a syndicate? You're not going to move from sunny Phoenix, Arizona to Washington, D.C., are you?
No. I'll be doing it out of my studio in Phoenix, but that's all I really want to say. Now, the only reason is that I'm one of these guys, I don't like to talk too much ahead of time, because it takes more to explain why something didn't happen
I
as
agree.
opposed to why it did,
yeah.
you know?
And, Smash, you know as well as I do, this radio business, it's up and down. It's like the Screaming Eagle roller coaster in the Six Flags. It's all over the place.
Yep. I'll never forget. Remember when the Batman, the Bat Coaster, whatever it was? I remember that roller coaster. That was fantastic. Problem is they wouldn't let me go because I was too fat for the straps that you had. And they couldn't buckle me down. So my kids had to go by themselves. They were happy Dad was gone.
Hey, you should have stayed away from the cotton candy stand so much over there. But, hey, Smash, where are you going to be again at tomorrow night?
We got Smash Band over at the Ameristar, and, thank you, Lord, we got just a humongous sold-out show, and all to benefit Responder Rescue, which does fantastic work, for the firefighters who, first one's in,
Right. Oh, they are, Smash, and I know I've heard you on the air. You're like I think I learned a lot of it from you. I mean, I've never heard you say anything but positive about our first responders, about our military, and you've been my friend for a long time, and I tell you what, I'm going to salute you. You are a true American, Smash.
Well, I appreciate it. I enjoy listening to the Patriot over there, and since day one, man, you've been, I'd have to say, one of the most, if not the most unique personality, definitely in St. Louis, but definitely around the country.
Hey, but so was Hitler was unique over in Germany, Smash. Is that unique word a good word or a bad word? I don't know.
Well, depends on the angle you're coming from.
Yeah, there you go.
Right. There you go.
Hey, Smash, we may see you tomorrow night, and I know it's a sold-out crowd, and every place the Smash Band goes, it's a sold-out crowd. You guys still?
Don't threaten me.
Yeah, you smart ass. Are you still real active with the Smash Band? Are they going strong?
Oh, the Smash Band. In reality, Smash Band don't need me. I'm just glad to be coming back. About 5-6 times a year, but Smash Band is like a 10-piece band. We got 2 killer girl singers, and they carry on without me. They came and asked could they keep the name after I had to wind up leaving town, and I said, they helped me build the name, so sure, go ahead, keep the name, man. I'm just proud that they would want to keep the name.
Yeah. How do people, if they want to get the Smash Band or want to see what you're doing, is there some websites that we can go to? Because there's all kind of people in St. Louis. Hey, I want to ask you one question. Give us that stuff, but I listen to another a rock radio station, FM. I flip through the channels. I don't listen to it. I'm too old. Is that still your voice on that promo?
I could be. I still do a lot of promos here, and
well, that was for Casey.
Also in D.C. I still work in D.C.
Yeah, because I thought that was your voice. But anyway, how can we get a hold of you on your website?
Well, get ready. I'd say maybe in 2 weeks, Asher Ben Ruby, that's my real name, AsherBenRuby.com is going to open up, but SmashBand.com, you can always get to me.
SmashBand.com. Now spell that Asher Ben Ruby for us.
Okay, SMITH.
What the hell is that? hey, Smash, I'm a big enough idiot. Don't make me look worse than I sound on the air, you smart ass. How do we get that?
When you go to smashband.com, it'll get to AsherBenRuby.com in a couple weeks in case you know how to spell it.
Okay, hey, Smash, listen, it's always an honor and a privilege to have you on. Hope you can come in sometime and sit in with us. Right. The best of luck to you in future endeavors. I may see you at the Ameristar Saturday night, and if you need anything our way, don't ever hesitate. Thanks for calling, Smash, because the people in St. Louis want to know how the hell you're doing.
All right, partner. Keep up the good work.
Okay, Smash, thank you very much. Smash and the Smash Band, they'll be at the Ameristar Saturday night. You heard him say that they're sold out, but I'm going to use, if I use the influence that I have, maybe I can use the bathroom. And maybe they'll let me in that far. But again, Smash, thank you. Thank you very much, buddy. What a great guy. I would say I learned a lot from him in the radio business, but I don't want to screw up his reputation, so I won't even say that. What is it? What do they say? Boo boo and who? Hooshie coo and boo. I don't know what a hooshie. Well, never mind. Hey, listen, let's go ahead. I don't even know where the hell I'm at now. I'm more confused than I've always been. Oh, let's do our housekeeping. We'll take a quick break. We'll get with Roger Cook. So I don't know. I don't know about Roger. I mean, he is a Christian guy, nice guy. When I get too crazy, I don't know if he's got a bladder problem and goes to the bathroom and he just don't want to hear my crap and he goes in and watches television. But I hope he's got a bladder problem. He gets to the bathroom and doesn't watch television because I don't want, well, never mind. Hey, benefit for Brian Mooch Harner, a chicken and bear dance and silent auction coming up February the 13th. It'll be at the Madison County Fairgrounds, music by Chapman Brothers Band. And again, I want to say hello to Mr. and Mrs. Dombacher from Dombacher Trucking in Freeburg. Great people. They wanted me to push this because they said this gentleman is a great man, and they wanted to try to help the cause. So, and to thank everybody out in Freeburg. Every time we go to Freeburg, we get a great response. So, Mayor Seth Spicer and our military hero, Mitch Spicer, thank all you guys out there. We really appreciate it. Family-friendly quarter auction benefiting the Children's Dyslexia Center of Southern Illinois. That's a Scottish Rite charity. Great guys. It'll be held this Saturday, January the 30th at 1549 Frank Scott Parkway in Belleville. Doors open at 6:30. Bidding begins at 7. Free admission, but you have to rent a paddle for $5. Any questions or concerns, you can contact the good people at the Dyslexia Center, 618-235-9392. Granite City Masonic Lodge's Barbecue. Coming up tonight, Friday, January the 29th from 11 a.m. It'll be going here shortly until it's sold out. It's held at 20th and Cleveland in the great town of Granite City. Any questions or concerns, you can contact Matt at 618-381-4831. Don't forget, next Saturday, and we'll be there, our great friend, State Representative Charlie Meyer. He's having his Chicken and Beer Dance fundraiser featuring the Backroads Band. It'll be at the Germantown American Legion. Doors open at 7. Music starts at 8 till midnight. And all you guys in Clinton and Washington County, I was out there New Year's Day, and you guys, what a great group of people. In Germantown, have some lovely people out there. We'll be out to see you people. Any questions or concerns, you can buy tickets at the door. If you want to give them a call first, it's 618-407-3148. And Charlie, we will see you next Saturday. Thank you very much. The Chicken and Beer Dance, sponsored by the St. Joseph's Men's Clubs of Freeburg. That'll be next Saturday, February the 6th from 8 p.m. to midnight at St. Joseph's Parish Center at 6 North Alton Street in Freeburg. $20 per person, $35 per couple. Any questions or concerns, you can contact Dan Rackers at 710-0020. Kaysville, St. Stephen's Men's Club, all-you-can-eat breakfast coming up next Sunday from 8 to noon in Kaysville. Trivia tomorrow night, January the 30th. Doors open at 6:30. Trivia starts at 7. Again, sponsored by the St. Stephen's Catholic Men's Church Men's Club. I got to get it right. That's at the Vote Hall, 901 South Main Street in Kaysville, Illinois. For any information, you can contact Paul Steiger at 618-344-4400. The Mississippi Valley Duck Hunters, America the Beautiful, Chicken and Beer Dance with 3 gun drawings. That'll be held Saturday, February the 20th, and we'll get into that a little bit later down the road. On this date, January the 29th, 1886, the first successful gasoline-driven car, the motor wagon, built by Carl Frederick Benz, was patented. On this date, January the 29th, 1900, the American League baseball team was formed in Chicago, but it was refused recognition by the National League until 1903. On this date, January the 29th, 1929, the Seeing Eye Guide Dog Foundation was organized. On this date, January the 29th, 1949, President Truman established the CIA. On this date, January the 29th, 2009, another great day in politics in this great state of Illinois. Illinois Governor Rod Blagojevich. Somebody says Blagojevich. Hey, guy, you get a name like that, you expect it to be mispronounced. But the governor of Illinois, God call him Governor Rod, I can't screw up Rod, was indicted on federal corruption charges. That's what happened on this date, January the 29th, throughout all these years in our world's history. Don't forget, you can pick me up on iTunes. Type in Bob Romanik and/or the Grim Reaper of Radio. You can go to our streaming site, insanebroadcasting.com. One word, common spelling, for the best of all 3 of our stations. You can now hear me on my repeat broadcast every day, Monday through Friday at 4 o'clock p.m. and also now broadcasting Monday through Friday from the graveyard to the graveyard shift every night at the stroke of midnight. I want to say, and we'll be there on Sunday from 2 to 5 at the Clyde C. Jordan Senior Citizen Center at 71st and State Street. There'll be a meet and greet with the St. Clair County Board candidates. Christine Eastern, Jacqueline Perkins, and Harry Hollingsworth will be there, 3 great candidates for county board. They're running against the boys in Belleville, the culture of corruption, because they want to straighten this stuff up. And I want to thank these guys, and I also want to thank Robert Eastern and Oliver Hamilton. They saw the light. They're going to bring the people out of the dark ages in East St. Louis. They're going to bring people and lead people off the plantation to get what they deserve down there. And I want to salute you guys, and we will see you at the Clyde C. Jordan Senior Citizen Center on Sunday from 2 to 5 to meet and greet the candidates. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back right after this break. This is Bob Romanik. The Grim Reaper of Radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM. Insane broadcasting at its finest. America's bi-state voice of freedom, radical radio, and we are, as always, proud, very proud to be the Patriot.
From KQQZ 1190 AM, St. Louis, Missouri, USA, you're listening to Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of Radio.
This is Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of Radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM. Insane broadcasting, America's bi-state voice of freedom, radical radio, and we are, as always, proud, very proud to be the Patriot. I want to say hello to a good friend of mine. But, I am a nice guy. How many people you know call a hemorrhoid that's bothering you and is up your ass all the time a friend? But I do want to say hello to really a good friend of mine, a true military hero, a veteran, a policeman, a first responder, a great guy, Greg Musgraves from the Waterloo area. Greg, thank you for the call. And thanks for calling and aggravating me like I need it. Also want to thank again President of the St. Louis Board of Aldermen, Mr. Lewis Reed, for taking time out of his very, very busy schedule yesterday to come over and talk about this Ram situation. And I think if anybody can put this together and get the money back for the hardworking taxpayers of the St. Louis region, it'll be Mr. Lou Reed, President of the St. Louis Board of Aldermen. Again, I want to thank you very much. There's the election coming up. There'll be early voting in St. Clair County. Will be going on starting February the 5th. Through March the 14th. It'll be at the O'Fallon Township Building, the Caseyville Township Building, and the County Clerk's Office. And it says now early voting is now being accepted by mail. And they're also going to have same-day registrations. Same-day registrations. I've got something in my throat. Same-day registrations, third time in a row. It's got to be good. Hey, but before we go, and I've got Roger Cook just walked in. Hey, Holbrook. They tell me that there's been some people come up to get registrations. They got 25 at a time. And there's a stack on your desk, you idiot, about 300 for Curtis McCall's team, for Curtis McCall, the township supervisor. We're not standing for that, you idiot. And I'm talking about you idiot, Mr. Haney Holbrook. Mr. Haney from Green Acres, I got a deal for you. Well, I got a deal for you, Mr. Holbrook. You better play straight. I'm going to let you have my place and my bunk in Leavenworth because you bastards aren't going to steal these elections anymore. You guys aren't going to steal them. You're going to play fair because you're not stealing them from your opposition. You're stealing them from the people of St. Clair County. So, Holbrook, we're putting you on notice, you no-count rotten bastard. Also, I want to thank, I've had 3 or 4 nice ladies. I talked about the East St. Louis NAACP. I can't believe the positive response I've got in the last day or two. And it's been primarily from proud black people. They understand and they know what I'm saying. And the one lady said, as always, Bob, I think just like you. The NAACP, they don't come out and help the poor people. And the one lady called and said, Bob, they don't even have their fundraiser in Illinois. And I had said that, and she said, I agree with you. Why not have it in East St. Louis? Why not make it where it's not $200 a ticket or all these sponsorships you get? Why not open the doors up at the gym at East St. Louis and let the proud black community of East St. Louis participate in the NAACP celebration? Not Kern, not the white boys from Belleville or the white gals from Belleville just because they give you $5,000, $10,000. You're going to sell your ethics for $5,000, $10,000? And I say to you, Stanley Franklin, listen, people, I'm a proud white guy. A lot of proud blacks. I stand behind them. But I say Stanley Franklin, the president of the NAACP in East St. Louis, is a stepping and fetching plantation Negro for the boys in Belleville. Now, if that hurts my election or hurts my popularity or my notoriety, I don't care. The vast majority of the proud black people in East St. Louis have never had a positive touch from the NAACP. You heard me yesterday. They're over there in $500, $600 suits. And although they're expensive attire, there's poor people in East St. Louis that don't drive a $500 car. There's people in East St. Louis that haven't had $500 to buy food for the last 6 months. And you guys are going to go with your big coat and tails over there, take those tails and shove them up your ass because you guys are a bunch of devils, you no good evil bastards. Take care of the black community. Let the NAACP do something for the black community other than screw them. Anyway, that pisses me off. I get a email here, and Brad DeGrief, thank you very much, sir. He says, we love you, Bob. Appreciate everything you do. Keep up the good work and go get them. He's got a picture here. Says the Democratic Party has started their registration drive, and there's a lady bent over with a pen and paper in her hand, writing things down off a tombstone. This is really good. You got me. The Democratic Party has started their registration drive, and it's a lady bent over with a pad and a pencil reading some information off a tombstone in a cemetery. That's how the hell they get the votes. But people, we're going to change that. With me today, Mr. Roger Cook, co-chairman of the St. Clair County Freedom Coalition. Roger, it's usually an honor and a privilege until you start giving me crap, and then it's not so much of an honor or privilege. How you doing, Roger?
I'm doing great, Bob. Enjoyed the show so far. I want to say the little you heard, you was in the bathroom the whole time to try to avoid me, and I don't blame you because I know you don't like some of the things I say or how I present them, and I understand that, and people, I do understand that, but see, this is America. I don't tell anybody how to talk. If I don't like the way somebody's talking, if I'm at a meeting or a speech, I just get up and leave. I don't complain. Hell, I just get up and leave. Hey, Roger, you're fighting, you and Carl, with the St. Clair County Freedom Coalition, and it was amazing. In the paper today, and we'll segue right into it. I've got it, so you're going to be talking off the top of your head. It says, as the nation begins the process of electing a new president, the roles of the Republicans and Democrat parties, both of them, are undergoing fundamental shifts that are threatening their impact on both elections and policy. The largest number, it says here, the largest party in America now, Roger, is no party. That these people, 46 or 48%, call themselves independent. So that means there's 20-some-odd% for the Democrats, 20-some-odd% for the Republicans. And this plays right in to the philosophy of the St. Clair County Freedom Coalition, doesn't it? Absolutely, Bob. I think if you look throughout the country, all the polling done, that people are fed up with party politics. Government's supposed to be by the people, for the people, and we are fed up with government as it is today on the federal level, state level, and our local level. And we just chose to attack the local level here where we can make the biggest impact on our lives.
First step of 1,000 miles starts with a single step, and that's what we've done, Roger. And we're running on the Republican ticket. And I have a lot of respect for a lot of Republicans, and I've got a lot of respect for a lot of Democrats. But it seems like you get the Democratic Party, you get the Republican Party, and they're 0.5% and they dictate to the vast majority of the people that identify with either the Democrats or the Republicans, and that's okay. Everybody wants an identity. Everybody wants to belong. But if you belong, let me give you an analogy, and if I'm good at nothing else, it's analogies. You belong to the best club in town. You call it the Best Guys Club. But one of the guys go out and murder 15 people. You still belong to the Best Guys Club, but you don't condone everything they do in the Best Guys Club, and that's the same way. You can be a Democrat, you can be a Republican, but Roger, for any idiot, and I say any idiot that says, I got to vote straight Democrat, I got to vote straight Republican, there's black sheep in everybody's family. There's black sheep with the Democrats, black sheep with the Republicans. But I think with this independent move, I think people are finding out. Now, our party system is you got to be Democrat, Republican. That's understandable. But you don't have to say, hey, I'm for the good guy club. I don't care if that guy killed 500 people. He's in the club. I'm voting for him. No, he's in the club, but I'm not voting for him because he's not the best man or the best woman for the job.
Bob, as you well know, our county's been ran by one group for over 30 years. When you have a monopoly on government, when you have one party rule, the party bosses have unchecked power to do as they please. Instead of representing the people, they represent their party's interest. And this time, we're fed up. We've reached out to Democrats, Independents, and Republicans, worked with the Republican Party to form a ticket of people, of candidates that have one thing in mind. We want to get in office and represent what's best for the people. And together, we can bring honest, open government, and we can make great things happen here in St. Clair County. That's been our focus from day one, and we're going to carry it out for the next 10 months.
Roger, you're right, but before you can get in, before anybody can get in, we as a people in St. Clair County, Democrats, Republicans, Independents, men, women, black and white, we got to end this evil culture of corruption. We got to knock down this house. We got to build a new foundation for St. Clair County. And I hope with the St. Clair County Freedom Coalition that everybody unites in November and says, hey, it's time. We want to be Democrats. We want to be Republicans. But more than that, we want to be good citizens. We want to be good Americans. And if we have to come together, we'll come together. You heard yesterday, I don't know if you were listening, I said the Democrats, and this is an analogy, have the bus. But they don't have any more money to make the trip to California. The Republicans don't have much money, but they've got the money for the gas. Now, they're going to drive out to California together. If they come together, they're not going to change who they are, what color they are. But there's a common goal, and that's what we have to push. And that's what the St. Clair County Freedom Coalition is pushing. There's a common goal, so let's unite as Democrats, Republicans, and Independents. Let's destroy this culture of corruption. Then in 4 years, if they want to come back and say, now we've got some good Democrats, good Republicans, but no decent Democrat, Republican, or Independent is ever going to get the opportunity until we as a people of St. Clair County, destroy the evil culture of corruption.
Absolutely, Bob. And I think the prime example, a guy that I met that you've known, Jerry Nichols. What a true patriot.
Great guy.
Jerry Nichols stood up to the machine when they offered him a county board seat. If he laid down an election in Cahokia, he went to the FBI. The FBI went to a federal judge. The federal judge approved him being audioed and videoed. And he wiretapped him, and he met with individuals.
No, he met with Mark Sweetcakes Kern. He had the guts to say it right here on the air. And I want to know, and you don't know, Roger, why the hell, where's this investigation going? If it had been me or you or anybody else, we'd be under the jail. But you notice how investigations always stop because these bastards in St. Clair County make it stop. They wouldn't stop it for our normal people throughout this county, but they'll stop it for that culture of corruption, and that's bull crap.
Well, I don't think it stopped. We know it's up in Springfield, the appellate prosecutor. And just let me end with this. Jerry Nichols is a true patriot. How many people would stick his neck out and do that for the people, his people he served down in Cahokia? And Jerry, I hope you're listening, man, because we all got your back, and we're not going to let this die.
Yeah. And Roger, I'll segue before we go to break. On this date today, Rod Blagojevich. Blagojevich, yeah, hell with you and Smash. Hey, and Smash, and I just got it. You said Smith, S-M-I-T-H. What, were you checking into a seedy motel? What the hell are you talking about? But anyway, on this date, the governor of Illinois, the ex-governor, I call him Governor Rod, so nobody gives me crap about how I mispronounce words. He was indicted. I believe it's the same thing that Kern did. How come Kern's not indicted? He did the same thing. He's offering something up for something. Kern and those guys, allegedly, of course, offered Jerry Nichols a job that they didn't have the authority to do if he laid down, if he give up something to get something, quid pro. To me, that's illegal, that's unethical, and something ought to be done.
I agree with you.
Okay, that's quick. Let's take a quick break. We'll be right back. This is Bob Romanik. The Grim Reaper of Radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM, your guardian of the First Amendment. Insane Broadcasting, America's bi-state voice of freedom, radical radio, and all that other crap. But we are, at the end of the day, Carl Officer, we are, as you are, the Patriot.
From KQQZ 1190 AM, St. Louis, Missouri, USA, you're listening to Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of Radio.
This is Bob Romanik, the Grim Reaper of Radio, and you're listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM. Insane Broadcasting, America's bi-state voice of freedom, radical radio, and we are, as always, very, very, very proud to be the Patriot. We were talking about, Roger and I, this article earlier. It says over 40%, this was in 2011, so it's 5 years later, so it's got to be 45 to 50% block vote independent anymore. So that's 25 plus minus percent vote Democrat, 25 plus minus percent vote Republican. You know what that tells you? The independents, the people that believe in this country, these people that believe in this country, not party politics. Party politics to me is a bad word. They can have a great Democratic organization, a great Republican organization, but party politics should be out the door. You can be a Democrat. Don't be ashamed to vote for a Republican if you think that's going to do best for you and your community. And if you're a Republican, don't be ashamed to vote for a Democrat along the way if you think that's what's going to be good for you, your family, and your community. So think about that. People, this weekend, elections be coming up. And I say, and we've always said here with the St. Clair County Freedom Coalition, vote the person, not the party. We're sticking by that, and we're going to continue to stick by it. I'm trying to get a hold of Brendan Kelly. Usually he returns my call. He's the Honorable State's Attorney for St. Clair County. I'm demanding, Brendan Kelly, that you indict Chief Judge for the 20th Judicial Circuit, John, red on the noodle like a pecker on a Poodle Bear Civic, for what he did to use our telephone that we pay for, the hardworking taxpayers, in our office that we pay for, in our courthouse that we pay for, on the time that we pay for to pay him to be a judge, to be a non-partial judge, to be a partial judge, and to fight for our constitutional rights, which he's bent and burned and just destroyed. But this man talked about me, and that's okay. Talk about me on your mobile phone when you're leaving work, when you're not in my house that I help pay for, not on my phone that I help pay for. Don't talk about how bad and you disrespect the Republicans. There's a lot of Republicans paying your salary, paying for that telephone. But he used our equipment, people, to talk politics to further his political gains. And a public officer or judge commits felony official misconduct when he knowingly performs an act which he knows is forbidden by law to perform, and even more than that, Section C, with intent to obtain a personal advantage for himself. He performs an act in excess of his lawful authority. I don't see anywhere in the Constitution that says that a sitting chief judge can use the taxpayers' resources to talk about most of the people in St. Clair County, the Republicans, and talk about me. Well, you can talk about me. That's no big deal. But you can't play politics from the courthouse, Barra Civic. I've already got Judicial Inquiry Board complaints going up to Springfield again. That's unethical. That's unethical, Barra Civic, and you know it. But in St. Clair County, you guys have been getting away with this crap year after year. We're not going to tolerate it anymore. Roger Cook, co-chairman of the St. Clair County Coalition, St. Clair County Freedom Coalition. You've got the last word. We got a couple minutes. What do you have to say to the good people of St. Clair County?
Well, Bob, I'm excited for one. We've energized a lot of people. We brought the black, white, old, young, Republicans, Democrats, and independents together that are fed up with this county government, and we're going to make a change, a big change in 2016. If you're out there and listening for the first time, if you're fed up with what's going on, get behind the movement, get involved, and in 2016, we're going to bring open, honest government back to the people of St. Clair County.
You know, Roger, we've got another minute or so I'm going to talk to you also. I've been out and about. People stop me, and I know they're stopping you. I cannot believe how ready the people are. Now they know there's a movement. Now they know there's some place they can go to get some satisfaction. There's some place they can go to unite to get rid of this evil culture of corruption. I know I've talked to people who've talked to you. You know, you'll take a half hour to talk to them, however long, but I haven't heard anything negative about them. And it's not our movement. It's a movement of the people. I haven't heard anything negative. Nobody can argue that they should vote for the person, not the party.
No, Bob, what we're saying is we got to start electing people to represent what's best for we the people. We are fed up with machine politics, a club that makes decisions based on what's best for them and not the people. Now, it's up to us to get out there, get involved, and vote. We are going to work hard in getting the people like us that are fed up out to vote, and together we can bring this government back to we the people.
Mr. Roger Cook, co-chairman of the St. Clair County Freedom Coalition, always an honor to have you. Well, most of the time it's an honor. Sometime when you give me hell, it's not so honorable. But Mr. Roger Cook, you and Carl keep up the fight. People, the St. Clair County Freedom Coalition is on the move. There's a movement in East St. Louis with the New Vision Democrats. These guys are tired of playing games. They want to do something. Robert Eastern, Oliver Hamilton, and all the guys on the New Vision Democrats, they've started a new organization because they're tired of what's been going on for 40 years. If it hasn't changed in 40 years, it's not going to change in the next 40. They've stepped up to the plate to help fight the culture of corruption. So unite down in East St. Louis, people. Unite with the New Vision Democrats and come out and see their candidates for county board this Sunday from 2 to 5 p.m. at the Clyde C. Jordan Senior Citizen Center at 71st and State Street. Talk to these good people. Talk to Robert Eastern. Talk to Oliver Hamilton. Get involved with the New Vision Democrats of East St. Louis because it's your future. It's your family's future. It's your grandchildren's future. So let's do something and let's leave a legacy that's going to be good for all of us, not just good for some of us. This is Bob Romanik. The Grim Reaper of Radio, and you've been listening to the all-new KQQZ 1190 AM, simulcasting on KZQZ 1430 AM. Insane broadcasting at its finest. America's bi-state voice of freedom, radical radio, and we are, as always, proud, very, very proud to be the Patriot. Hope everybody, friend and foe, has a good weekend, and I mean that. I hate my enemies politically. I don't hate them personally, but it's politics. And when you play politics, you have to play hard. You have to play dirty. You have to, in Rome, do like the Romans do. So you evil culture of corruption guys, have a good weekend. Love your families like we all do. But on Monday, be ready because we're coming after you. We're going to continue with all the good people of St. Clair County. And the movement's going up to Madison County. It's going to Clinton and Washington. It's going down to Monroe County in Illinois, over to St. Charles, Jefferson County. We all have the same problems. It's all the same game. It's just different players. So let's continue, people, to unite, to expose these rotten, no good, no count, good for nothing, sleazy, greasy, hairy-ass, no-good son of a bitch and political parasitical punks that we call politicians. And when it's all over, we know what we got to do. So all together, destroy these rotten bastards. Destroy them politically, of course, right here on the dark side.
They're coming to take me away, ha-ha. They're coming to take me away, ho-ho, hee-hee, ha-ha. To the funny farm where life is beautiful all the time. And I'll be happy to see those nice young men in their clean white coats. And they're coming to take